Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the part 2 to my previous video and I am genuinely excited to bring in this video because it can make you a lot of money. So let's get into it. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but AI is not going anywhere. AI is being built out at such a rapid pace that AI data centers are also being built everywhere, all over the country and all over the world. So much so that the consumer is starting to feel it. This article is by Bloomberg and it says electricity costs have risen as much as 267% over the past 5 years. And if you live near an AI data center, you are probably feeling it more. And if you don't live near one yet, you're probably lucky because they're being built out everywhere and one is probably going to come near you eventually. So, with that being said, one AI data center can take up more electricity than major cities. So, electricity is very, very needed. We always needed electricity, but now we need it more than ever. So the market is future looking. They want to see where is the needs, where is the potential gains and profits to be made, and they're realizing that electricity is really, really needed. So they're looking into companies like Oklo. Oklo is a nuclear energy play. It is not profitable yet. It is making no money. They don't really have much in place, and this company is up 449% year to date. But I look closer into it. We're not going to see nuclear anytime soon, not for the next 10 to 15 years. And for a company that's not profitable to be going up that much, it goes to show you the demand is there, but they're picking the wrong sector. And what I really think is the solution to the AI energy demand, at least for now, is natural gas. So, what is natural gas? Natural gas is found in the earth, is dug up by companies like ExxonMobil and Chevron, and is being brought out in this gas stage. This is very important to remember for the last two stocks that we're going to talk about then in the video, and is liquefied natural gas. So, what they do is they take that gas in its gas stage, they cool it down to 260 negative 260 degrees Fahrenheit, and what that does, it compacts the gas, turns into a liquid, and you don't need that much space, so you can put into ships and be transported all over the world because the world also needs electricity. So the companies that I'm looking at to kind of capitalize on this market is, let's start off with the backbone. So this company right here is Energy Transfer. So this is a pipeline company, and it pays a very heavy dividend of a 7.8% dividend, so almost an 8% dividend yield. One thing you have to remember, this company pays you a K1 form for taxes, so check with your accountant on that one. But this company right here is the pipelines. It is very important. It is the backbone, and I'll explain a little bit why. But as you can see here, their revenues is $82 billion with net income of $4.8 billion. Not the best profit margins, but remember, it takes a lot of money to build these pipelines. But once these pipelines are built, it's pretty much like a highway. All you have to do now is just maintain it and collect the tolls. So this is the pipeline for energy transfer. Just remember, this Gulf Coast is very, very important for the last two companies that we're going to talk about. And they're all over the country. They're in very strategic places, the Northeast, a little bit in Canada, but here specifically. And like I said, to build this pipeline, a company can just wake up in the morning and say, hey, I want to be a pipeline company, because these pipelines go through towns, cities, people's homes, states. So like they have to go through a lot of laws, a lot of legal fees, a lot of people protesting. Maybe the pipeline has to go through the back of your house, negotiating with the homeowner like, hey, can we build a pipeline in the backyard? So these companies, they're pretty much like a monopoly because you can't just replicate this pipeline any day. The other companies, same thing, as a pipeline company, is Enbridge. 23 PE with a 5.72% dividend. This pays a regular dividend, so you don't have to worry about that K1 form. And same thing again, huge revenues, small net income, but eventually the profit margin will increase once these companies become like highways, and all they have to do is just maintain the pipeline and collect the tolls. And this is Enbridge map, is more deeper into Canada, also the Northeast. And just remember this area right here of the Gulf Coast. Very important. So you have these the natural gas goes through these pipelines. You got to go to these liquefaction centers so you can ship it out to the other countries in the world, like Asia, Europe, Africa, etc. So the next company where the money is going to be made is NextDecade. This is where you're looking at the 10x to 20x potential. So this is going to be the liquefaction plant. This is where the natural gas comes in, and then they're going to cool it down, turn it into liquefied natural gas. And if you look at right here, this company right now is worth $1.5 billion. Just remember that number. So this is one of their projects. This is not a profitable company. It will start making profits around 2027, but you're holding this company legit, as the name says, for the next decade to get that full returns. And they have around 1,000 acres in that Gulf Coast region, and they're looking to make 48 MTPAs once they're fully done. They have 6 to 8 trains are in development, and this is pretty much what a train is. I used to think when I started researching it, trains is like two true train, but no, in the liquefied natural gas world, this is a train. So you have 1 train, 2 train, 3 trains, 4 trains. And what that does, it takes the natural gas, cools it down very cold, turns into a liquid, so they can put it onto these ships. So going back to the 48 million MTPAs. So remember the market cap of this company is $1.5 billion. So I wanted to see how much is one MTPA worth on today's market. So one MTPA worth is $500 million per one MTPA. This company is looking to make 48 MTPAs a year. So if you times that by $500 million, you're looking at $24 billion in revenue. And right now, the market cap of the company is $1.5 billion. So you're looking at a company that's going to be making $24 billion with a market cap of 1.56. Eventually, once that money comes in, the value is going to reiterate. It's going to be a massive company, and you're looking at the stock is going to be around $70 to $80. So you're looking at a multiple compression, increasing expansion, and so you could have a company with 10 to 20x. What's really cool about LNG companies is they pay dividends once they become profitable. Most oil companies and gas companies pay a very, very good dividend. So not only are you going to get that 10 to 20x return, but eventually you could have that dividend that's going to help you live very well in the future. So the next company I'm looking at actually buying as well is Venture Global. This company is going to be the ExxonMobil of LNG. Is going to be the biggest liquefaction company in the world. Right now, they actually are profitable, but they're still not full capacity, and their job is to be fast as possible and kind of beat the competition with their LNG prices. So a PE of 18.5 and a dividend yield of 0.7. So a very, very small dividend yield as of right now. And if you look at the financials for this company, right now, this company with the revenue in the 2024 was around $5 billion. And this company is going to be making, so the same math we did for NextDecade, is going to be making around 103 MTPAs a year. If you times that by $500 million, you're looking at $52 billion in revenue. So this company right now is at a 22 market cap with a stock price of $9, just off of $5 billion in revenue. So imagine when that $52 billion of revenue kicks in, you're looking at the stock easily above $100. They started paying off a dividend like most oil companies do. And that dividend is only going to increase and increase and increase. And if you're in it for a long time, you can live off of that dividend very well. So with these two companies, you can easily make $1,000 turn into $20,000, maybe even more if everything goes well. And they have massive funding like ExxonMobil, Chevron, the Chinese government, the United States government. So many big players are in these projects. And this is their projects that they have. They're mostly focused in Louisiana, as you can see right here. And that's what I was talking about. It's very important to notice here. So we're going to be capitalizing off of the backbone for the country, where the natural gas kind of goes to all these AI data centers. And also we're going to be capitalizing when it exports, because we are the biggest exporter of LNG, and that number is only going to double and double and double because the world also needs LNG. AI is changing the world, and Asia is getting really, really big in AI as well. So they also need a lot of LNG. And remember, the world's not using Russian oil, so we are the ones that have to supply the world. So these are very exciting companies that can make you a lot of money. I hope it helps, and I'll see you in the next one.